Every morning, millions of people reach for a glass of water as soon as they wake up. And for the most part, that's a good thing. Your body needs hydration after hours of sleep. It helps get your system going, supports digestion, and even boosts brain function. But here's the thing no one talks about. There's a right way and a wrong way to drink water in the morning, especially as you get older. Just because water is healthy doesn't mean it's harmless in all situations. Surprising, right? But it's true. As we age, our bodies change. Our circulation slows down, digestion becomes more sensitive, and our internal systems don't respond the way they did in our 20s or 30s. That means the way you drink water, the timing, the temperature, even the amount, all of it matters more than ever before. If you've ever felt a little dizzy after drinking water in the morning, or had an upset stomach, or found your energy levels dropping even after doing the right things, chances are it wasn't the water itself, it was how you drank it. And that's what we're going to fix today. In this video, we'll cover 5 of the most common water mistakes people over 60 make first thing in the morning. These habits seem harmless, maybe even healthy, but they could be silently throwing your body off balance. And the best part? Each of these mistakes is incredibly easy to fix once you know what's going on. So stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to hydrate in a way that supports your aging body, instead of accidentally stressing it out. Let's start with the first one. Mistake number 1, drinking water that's too cold. Now I know, for a lot of people, cold water feels refreshing. It's sharp, it wakes you up, and it can feel like a clean start to the day. But here's what most people don't realize. When you drink very cold water first thing in the morning, especially on an empty stomach, you're shocking a system that hasn't fully warmed up yet. Think about it. Your body's been resting for 6, 7, maybe even 8 hours. Your muscles are relaxed, your digestion is still waking up, and your internal temperature is low. Then you introduce ice-cold water. What happens? Your blood vessels constrict, your stomach tightens, and instead of supporting your system, that water can actually slow things down. Some people even experience stomach cramps, chills, or a sudden drop in energy. But they don't connect it to the water. They think it's just how mornings feel. In reality, it's often a sign that your body's reacting to that temperature shock. A better choice? Room temperature or lukewarm water. It's gentler, easier to absorb, and far less likely to trigger that stress response. It might not feel as exciting, but it's a lot kinder to your digestive system, your blood vessels, and your overall energy in the morning. If you've been drinking cold water out of habit, try switching for a week. Just leave a glass out overnight or use warm tap water. See how your stomach feels. Notice if your hands stay warmer, your head feels clearer, or your digestion improves. These small changes often lead to big improvements in how the rest of your day unfolds. Mistake number 2, drinking too much water too fast. Now let's talk about speed. If you wake up feeling thirsty, it's tempting to reach for a full glass and just down it in one go, especially if your mouth is dry or you've been sweating during the night. But drinking too much water too quickly is another habit that can quietly throw your system off. See, when you guzzle water, your stomach fills up fast, your electrolyte balance can shift suddenly, and your kidneys go into overdrive. That can leave you feeling bloated, dizzy, or even nauseous. It's not the water itself that's the problem. It's how your body has to scramble to deal with it. Let me give you an example. Harold, 74, used to wake up and chug a tall glass of water the second he opened his eyes. He thought he was doing his body a favor. But every other morning, he'd feel a little off, like his head was spinning or his belly felt tight. His doctor said his blood pressure was fluctuating. But the real issue? It was how he was drinking his water. Once he started sipping slowly over 15 minutes instead of guzzling, those weird feelings disappeared. So if you've been waking up and downing your water like it's a race, take a step back. Try sitting upright, breathing deeply, and sipping it slowly. Give your body time to register what's coming in. Let your stomach adjust. Let your kidneys catch up. That small shift in pace can make a huge difference in how you feel. Mistake number 3, reusing old plastic bottles. All right, now let's talk about something a lot of us do without thinking. Using the same plastic water bottle day after day. You fill it up, leave it by your bed. Maybe take a few sips in the morning, and then refill it again tomorrow. Seems harmless, right? But here's what's actually happening. Many plastic bottles are made with chemicals like BPA or similar compounds that break down over time, especially when they're exposed to heat, sunlight, or repeated use. And when they do break down, tiny particles can leach into the water. These chemicals are called endocrine disruptors, meaning they can interfere with your hormones. Now, this is especially important for older adults. As you age, your hormones naturally shift. Maybe you're already managing blood pressure, thyroid issues, or blood sugar. The last thing your body needs is more chemical confusion. And even if you don't feel the effects right away, over time, you might notice changes like fatigue, brain fog, headaches, or even digestive discomfort, and have no idea what's causing it. One man, Tony, 69, told us he'd been feeling more tired than usual. No changes in diet, no new medication. But when he switched from an old plastic bottle to a glass one and started filling it fresh each day, his energy started to improve. It wasn't a miracle. It was just removing a quiet source of irritation from his routine. So here's the takeaway. If you're still using that plastic bottle from a few months ago, or even just leaving it out overnight, it's time for a switch. Try a glass or stainless steel bottle. Rinse it well. Refill it fresh in the morning. It's a small change that your liver, kidneys, and hormones will thank you for. Mistake number 4. Drinking water too soon after medications or on a full stomach. Now this next one is big, especially if you take medications in the morning. Most of us know to take pills with water. That's the standard advice. But what we're not told is how much water, when to take it, or what's going on in your stomach at the time. Let's say you've just taken your thyroid medication or a blood pressure pill. You drink a full glass of water right after, thinking that's the right thing to do. But your stomach is still empty, your lining is sensitive, and the water floods in fast. That can lead to nausea, bloating, or even a kind of fluttery feeling in your chest. On the flip side, some people take their meds after a full breakfast and again, drink a large glass of water. But for medications that are meant to be absorbed on an empty stomach, that full belly can delay or block absorption. In both cases, the water isn't the issue, it's the timing and the volume. There's a better way. Take your pill with just enough water to get it down comfortably, maybe 2 or 3 sips. Then wait. Let your body settle. Give your medication time to absorb. Then, after about 30 to 45 minutes, you can have more water or start your breakfast, depending on the prescription. It might seem like a minor thing, but your stomach is doing a lot of work in the morning, managing acidity, balancing hormones, kickstarting digestion. So flooding it too quickly can create a ripple effect you'll feel all morning long. Mistake number 5, skipping breakfast and replacing it with only water. Now, this last mistake is something that's become more and more common lately. You've probably heard advice like, just drink water in the morning, or skip breakfast and fast till noon. And for some younger folks, or people following strict diets, that might work just fine. But for older adults, that strategy can quietly backfire. Here's why. When you wake up, your body has already gone 8 to 10 hours without food. Your blood sugar is low. Your brain is hungry. Your muscles are craving energy. If you only drink water, and maybe follow that with coffee, you're stimulating your system without giving it any real fuel. And at first, sure, you might feel okay. But a few hours in, that fatigue creeps up. Maybe you feel a little shaky, a little foggy. You start forgetting words, losing focus, or getting irritable. And the tricky part? You don't always connect it to breakfast, or the lack of it. One woman, Joyce, age 71, told me she had cut out breakfast completely after reading about fasting online. Just water in the morning and maybe a black coffee. She said it helped her lose a few pounds at first, but then her mood dipped. She started repeating things. Felt tired before noon. Once she added back a small breakfast, nothing heavy, just a slice of toast, some peanut butter, and a few berries. Her energy came back. Her thinking felt sharper. Her whole day smoothed out. So here's the truth. Water is powerful, but it doesn't replace nutrients. Especially not in the morning. Your brain runs on glucose. Your muscles rely on protein. Your metabolism needs that early fuel to keep your body balanced. If you're skipping breakfast and feeling off, it may be time to rethink that routine. Try something simple. A boiled egg, a small bowl of oatmeal, a piece of fruit. Even a handful of almonds or walnuts can make a difference. The goal isn't to eat a big meal. It's just to give your body a little support, a little foundation to start the day. So let's take a breath here. We've gone through 5 of the most common water mistakes that older adults make in the morning. And none of them are about bad habits in the usual sense. They're just things that made sense at one time, or that no one ever taught us to think about. But now that you know, you can start shifting things gently. Because your body, it's wise. It's been through a lot. It's carried you through decades of life, stress, joy, work, love, family, and everything in between. And now, it needs you to slow down and listen just a little more carefully. The small signals it sends in the morning, tension in your stomach, a dizzy head, cold hands, a racing heart, those are all little messages asking for more mindful care. And what's beautiful is that the solution doesn't require expensive supplements or fancy gadgets. It just requires awareness. Awareness of temperature, awareness of pace, awareness of timing, and maybe the courage to let go of habits that no longer serve you. Tomorrow morning, when you wake up, give yourself a moment. Sit up slowly. Take a few deep breaths. Reach for water that's room temperature. Sip it gently. Ask yourself, does your body want food? Or a few more minutes to rest before eating? Are you reaching for that plastic bottle out of habit? Or could you use a clean glass instead? These small questions are how better mornings begin. They're how we build rituals that support our bodies as they are now, not how they were 30 years ago. You know, the older we get, the more important it becomes to stop running on autopilot. Maybe in your 30s or 40s, your body could handle cold water first thing in the morning, or skipping breakfast, or taking meds with a huge glass of water on an empty stomach. But now, your body asks for something else. Something slower, softer, smarter. And that doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're tuned in. It means you're wise enough to know that health isn't just about doing more. It's about doing what works for you, listening to how your body reacts, giving it what it truly needs instead of what you think is healthy because someone online said it was. So if something hasn't been sitting right with you lately, maybe it's your morning energy, your digestion, your mood. This might be the missing link. Your water habits could be playing a bigger role than you realized. But now you've got the awareness to change that. Think about this. Your mornings set the tone for your entire day. If you start your day with habits that calm your system, hydrate you properly, and give you energy, everything else, from your mood to your memory to your mobility, starts to feel just a little easier. And it's not just about physical health. It's also emotional. Starting your day feeling grounded instead of rushed, nourished instead of empty, cared for instead of overlooked. Those things matter. They carry into how you interact with your family, how patient you are with yourself, and how present you feel in your own life. That's why these small water habits are more powerful than they seem. They're not just about hydration. They're about how you treat your body from the moment you wake up. Now, maybe tomorrow you'll decide to skip the cold water and try something warmer. Maybe you'll switch your old water bottle for something safer. Maybe you'll remember to sip instead of chug, or to eat a little breakfast instead of waiting until noon. These aren't big changes, but they can bring big results. And that's what taking care of yourself really means. It's not about being perfect. It's about being present, being willing to learn, being willing to listen to your body, even after all these years. You know, one of the quiet gifts of growing older is wisdom, the kind you can't read in a book or learn from a quick article. It comes from listening, from observing, from trial and error, and from being honest about what your body is telling you. That's what today's conversation is really about. It's not just water. It's not just hydration. It's about honoring what your body needs right now, not what it needed 20 years ago, not what works for your neighbor or some health influencer, but what truly supports you. So tomorrow morning, before the coffee, before the to-do list, just pause. Notice how you feel. Are you rushing? Are you chugging water without thinking? Are you skipping food, brushing aside the signals your body is gently sending you? This is your invitation to shift that, to build a softer, smarter routine, one that starts your day with intention. Water can be healing if used wisely. It can energize you, soothe your stomach, refresh your mind, but only if you drink it in a way that works with your body, not against it. And remember, this doesn't have to be complicated. Start with one change, just one. See how your body responds. Let your mornings become a time of quiet care instead of just habit or hurry. If you felt something shift during this video, maybe a thought clicked, or you realized you've been doing one of these things without even knowing, it's okay. That's the beauty of awareness. Once you see it, you can change it. And if you know someone else who could benefit from this, maybe a friend, a partner, a neighbor, feel free to pass it along. These aren't just tips. They're gentle reminders that we all deserve better mornings. At SageGrains, we believe in small changes with big impact. And sometimes, something as simple as how you drink your water can be the first step toward better balance, better health, and a better day. So thank you for spending this time with me today. Thank you for being open, for being curious, and for investing in your own well-being. You're never too old to feel better, never too old to learn something new, and never too old to treat yourself with the care you've always deserved. If this video helped you, consider subscribing for more gentle, thoughtful health advice right here on the SageGrains channel. We've got more videos coming to help you feel stronger, clearer, and more confident in your everyday routine. Until next time, stay kind to yourself. Take your mornings slow, and let each small decision be a step toward a life that feels just a little better, one sip at a time. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.